Hello guys, what's up? So today guys, I'm actually going to be showing you how you can create your own website, and this is a new series I'm starting on my channel, and I did do an announcement video which if you didn't watch that, I highly recommend you watch that because that's going to give you a little bit of information on this series. Nothing too much because I don't want to give the series away, but it's just going to basically tell you that what the series is doing, and yeah, we'll jump straight into it. So to start off with, you're going to create a folder somewhere on your desktop, and you're going to call it, I don't know, HTML for example, new folder HTML, whatever. I'm going to start off with this. Well, we've got a folder inside, we've got it empty, so we're going to create ourselves a text editor to start off with by going new text document, and now we're going to name this index. Exactly how that's spelt there, and we'll go .html. Now if you can't see these little bits at the end here, the .txt at the end, go to view, and under here it says hidden items. You can just tick that box and you should be able to change it to .html. Now if you were to open this now, it would just bring a page up like this. Pretty simple. So we're going to go ahead and right click it, and we're going to go to open with. I'm going to open up with the text editor. So we're going to say more apps. We're going to go to Notepad. We're going to open up with Notepad. Okay. So how do we create a website from a text editor? Right. So first of all, we need to declare that our document is going to be using the code, or is going to be using HTML as the code. So to do that, all you're going to do is you're going to put these arrow keys or arrow symbols. You're going to put an exclamation mark, and you're going to go next to it, and you're just going to type in doc type space space HTML. So now we've told the document that we're going to be using HTML. So now we're going to create a tag called HTML, and we're going to then learn about these individual tags after showing you them. So we've got another tag as well, which is going to be the title, and then we've also got another tag before that, which is going to be the head, and the title goes inside of the head. And so now we know that the title needs to go inside of the head. We're going to type in /head because we know that's going to be the end of the head tag. So we can go ahead and just give us a little bit of space here to work with. And so we know that's going to be the head, and that's going to be the title, and that's going to be the head area. So the next tag we can look at is the body. So we're going to type in body. Now I'll go through a rundown with what all these mean in a minute. So the body, and we can go ahead and put /body, so we know that the body's ended. And then we're going to just close off the HTML tag, so #HTML. Now you do not need to close off the doc type HTML, as the document reads from top to downwards, so you don't need to close it off because there's no code after that, so it just doesn't need to read anything else. Right. So moving on. What is the head tag? So the head tag is used for things like the name of the website, or the name of the website, or in some cases it's using you're trying to link things together, like assets together, which we'll go into more detail down the line of the video. So if we go ahead and just put another tag here and do /title here, and we go ahead and name this something, I don't know, like my first website, simple as like that. And then we're going to go ahead and press file and save. So if we close this document down now and we open it up, you can see that we've got a blank page, but at the top of the screen here it says my first website. So we know that the code's worked. So I'm going to go through a few more tags now, which is going to help us down the line. So we'll open it up with Notepad again, and I'm going to go through some of them. So first of all, I'm going to go down here, below here, just to show you what the tags are. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see this a little bit easier. I should have done this at the start. I'm very sorry. So inside of the body, we have tags we can use, which is going to be, we have h1 /h1, there we go. And I'm just going to copy this and paste this a couple of times. So we have h2, we have h3, we have h4, we have h5, and I'm just going to simply I've done that wrong. h4, h3, h2, h1, and we also have h6. Now what is this? What does H stand for? H stands for heading. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. Now these are the size of the headings. So we can show you this and say this is size 1. And we can just copy that and put this in the other ones. This is size 2. This is size 3. This is size 4. This is size 5. And this is size 6. So we go ahead and save that now. File save. And we can just minimize this. Open this up again. And you can see here that we've got, this is size 1, this is size 2, and it goes so on, and smaller and smaller and smaller. So there is some more tags we can use, which we will get into in a little tiny bit, but I can show you this one as well. So we can also have the tag which is P, and we'll say this, if I can actually type properly, this is a paragraph. If I can actually type, come on, what's going on? Paragraph. And we can go ahead and do /p. There we go. So the difference between a paragraph is it's like a small section of text rather than a heading. So we can go ahead and open this up. Now you don't actually have to keep closing it down. You can just press the refresh button if you wanted to. So we can also go ahead and add this into the heading 1 by saying P and P. There we go, /P. Remember to save the document and refresh. Now that is technically a paragraph, but that's not really something you need to do, so I'm just going to move that for now. Get that out of the way for now. And yeah, so moving on. There's a few more things that you can do. And this is where it gets a little bit more like kind of what you want to do. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of space so we can edit them a little bit easier. I'm just going to like give it a little bit of its like own area, sort of. Just give me a second while I rearrange this, because I've got a little bit of thing where I like to be a little bit organized with it. So let's just go ahead and leave it like this, so we know we can edit this. I'm actually just going to get rid of these other ones because they're not necessary at the moment. So the next tag we can learn is going to be, this is a bit of a weird one, but it's going to be a href. Now you may ask, what is a href? Now that's going to help you if you need to link your website up to something else. So like, for example, would be if you wanted a picture on your website, then you could get a picture. And we'll go into all of that further down the line as well. So I can do a quick demonstration of that by going a href like that, and give me a second, and oops, I've got something popped up. I'm just going to have to fix that. So we can go ahead and, so a href, then we can do a space, and we can do, if you're going to link it to a website, then you can do URL, URL equals, and then you put your link to your website inside of these parentheses here, quotation marks, not parentheses, yeah, quotation marks here. So let's say we wanted a website to take us to, I don't know, for example, it would take us to Google as an example. So we're going to go to the Google, and we're going to get the website address, and we're just going to type that in here. And then you also need to close this off, so we're going to do /a href. There we go, and press Ctrl S to save. And now if we go back onto our website and refresh, you can see that this has got outlined in blue or purple. If we click on it, give me a second. If we click on it, it should theoretically work, but I could have got something wrong. That's why I'm just going to double check myself to make sure that we have, okay. You do not need to put the URL there, you just need to do an equal sign. So that should be fine, and now it should take us to the Google site. There we go. So if you want a URL, all you need to do is place an equal sign. Should place an equal sign and then put the URL of your website there. However, if you do want to put an image, which I'm going to show you now, we can go ahead and just get rid of these. Give me a second. And the way you do it is you do source equals, and then put the link to the picture. So we get a link to a picture. So I don't know, let's do a picture of a cat, for example. We'll go ahead and just get a picture I can find quickly. I'm going to also copy the URL of that. Give me a second. Oh. So we're going to save the image to our desktop, where we put the other folder. Okay, so that I saved it in under coding projects and HTML, and there we go. So we've saved our image. There we go. So you see it's got a very long name, so we're just going to rename this, and we're just going to call this cat. So now we can just go ahead and do cat, and we're going to do .png. Now what this is going to do, it's going to look through the folder that this is located in, and it's going to find cat.png. If I have got this correct, this should show a picture of a cat now. Oh no, sorry, 1 second. What you need to do, is you need to go ahead and hover over this, and press /, and then you just want to get the link to your cat picture. Give me a second. There we go. And then you're going to press Control S. Now, if you've done correctly, you should get a picture of a cat. Give me a second while I correctly find it. Why is it not exactly working how I wanted it to? It's okay. This is what coding's all about. Finding problems and fixing them. So we might not even need this we might not even need to do that. Let's just try that without. Again, this is all what coding is about. It's about finding the problem and resolving it as best as you can, really. That's basically it. So let's go back to our folder and open up the website, see what we got. So we ain't getting any image, that's fine. Completely fine. I could have got it wrong. Oh yeah, I have. As per usual, I got it wrong. So what you want to do is go back to this and then place the website address. That's what I did wrong. You want to place the website address of the cat. Okay, and then you're going to reload the website. Okay, I will be back when I remember how to do this. I'm sorry. It's okay. So I found what my issue was. I'm using the wrong tag. That's fine. So if you want to link a website to another website, I'm just going to redo this so you can know this for sure. If you want to link a website to another website, you want to do ahref equals, then put the website URL, which would be this one as an example. Let's go http://www.google.com. Something like that. That would take us to Google. And again, if you want to link yourself to another website, then that's how you do it. I'll show you that here right now. So we go back to our website, and as you can see, we click on our text, and as you can see, it took us to Google. So, right, moving on. How do we add an image? So I've showed you how to link a website up. How do we add an image? So, what we're going to do now is we're going to show you a new tag, which is going to be image. IMG for short. Source. So I was not wrong. I just literally had it in the wrong tag. That's fine. And then we're going to. So we have a picture of a cat in our folder here. You see this? We have a picture. It's called cat.png. So what we're going to do is do cat.png. There we go. And if we go ahead and press File Save, and we launch our website up, give me a second here. As you can see, we've now got a picture of a cat. Now it is a little bit too big, so I'm going to show you how to make it so that you want this picture to be smaller, you want it to be the size that you want it to be. So I'm going to show you that now. So we're going to minimize the website and go back into the text editor, and right before the source, right after we've added our image, which is going to be here, we're just going to do width equals, and then we're going to choose how much we want it. So we're going to say 128 by height, HEIGHT, height equals 128 as well. 128. and save that. And now if we go ahead and open our website up, refresh it, and as you can see, we've got ourselves a small cat now. Simple, very, very simple. Simple stuff, and I've got way too many of these websites open. So, I'm now going to show you how you can make editing in the notepad a lot easier. So you can file save this. And this is what we're going to be using for the next following series, or the next episodes. So, you're going to go to your website and you're going to search up Atom. You may have to put text editor at the end of it, and then all you're going to do is press download. This is going to make life so much easier when you're actually doing stuff. So we're going to go ahead and press, we're going to save that to the downloads, we're going to press save. And now we're just going to open that when it's done. That's going to open up now, and I'm going to show you how to install Atom. This is a free text editor. It's going to make our life so much easier, and I would highly recommend you use it for making websites like this. So let's get started, and it should open up something in a second. Give it a second to give it a second. It should open up. There we go. We'll walk you through the installation steps. You can close out this website now. We're not going to need it. And it says Atom is being installed. It will launch once it's done. And it's got a nice, cool little animation here of some boxes and things going into the side of a rocket. So that's kind of cool. It's going to give it a second here, and it should open up in a few minutes' time. Obviously, this bit will probably be it's very, 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 very. It's going to make our life so much easier once we install Atom. So give it a second to install. So when it opens up, it should look like this. So what we're going to do now is just close out this and close out the welcome page. Now we're going to go down here and we're going to go over to install a package. Open installer. I'm going to search up here HTML preview live, yeah, HTML live. And we're looking for a certain one. Okay, I'm just trying to look for it. Give me a second. Let me just look it up, because you can do it through another way, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so all you're going to do is search up Atom HTML preview. And then it's done, but it's been made by this guy, Harmusk. You're going to go ahead and press install. I already have it installed, so you don't need to, I don't need to install it again, because it would just be pointless. But once that's installed, you want to go ahead and close out of Atom now. And we're going to right click our website and we're going to open with Atom. Give it a second. And now this is actually not worked properly, so we're going to close out that. We're going to right click. We're going to, so we're just going to open up Atom. So here we go. We're going to open up Atom. We're going to go File, Open Folder. And we're just going to go ahead and find our HTML folder. And press Select Folder. Now this is going to show us everything we've got inside of the HTML folder. So we can close out these other tabs here. We're not going to need them. And we can just double click on our index HTML and that will open up here. Very simple. And that's literally it. Now, if you want to get rid of everything for now, and you're just going to type in doctype HTML. Give me a second. Press Control S. Type in doctype HTML, and then we just type in HTML. Give me a second. HTML. So if you just type in HTML, and then what it's going to do, it's going to automatically grab all the tags that I previously told you about, and it's also going to set up the document for you so it's in your language, which is going to be really cool for people who don't speak this language. And yeah, that's all it's going to do. So we can go ahead and just quickly now we don't have to type in these arrows, it will automatically do it. So we can just do H1, press tab, and we can have this is a cat. Okay, and make sure to save. There we go. And we're going to go image, so image source, and we're going to do cat. And because we've got a cat in there, we can do .png, and width equals, and we're going to go ahead and do, I don't know, like 150, and height equals 150, and then press Ctrl S. So as you can see, that's that. Now this is what's cool about Atom. We can go to packages now, and we can go and look for preview HTML, and we can press enable preview. And as you can see here, we can literally see the website on the right hand side. So it's going to be so much useful for us. So next thing we want to do is we want to center our image, because it's a little bit a long way away. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to image, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go center, type in center, literally like that, center, and then we'll also close it as well. So slash center. There we go. So that's that. We can also center this one, so we might as well just bring this here. And remember, code reads downwards, so we should be able to just take this and pop it above this one here. And there we go. Both got them centered. Although you don't like necessarily need to use this tag, because there's smart ways of doing it, which I will show you down the line. So this is it. So we've got a cat. So the next thing I'm going to do now is this is kind of closing down the video. I'm going to show you how to color your text. So we've got our H1, which we can just go ahead, if you press Control and scroll in, you should be able to make this bigger. So we've got a color, so we can go color, and then we can do equals, and then we can go ahead and do, I don't know, say red, and then slash, oh yeah, sorry. What you're going to do is do text color equals red. Give me a second. I haven't done this in a while. I'm very sorry. It's okay. Right. I will show you how to do this because I'm not a failure. So I will show you how to make the background color then. That's what I'll do. So background color. Give me a second and back. Oh, you can do BG color. BG color equals black. And make sure to have that is a let me just double check I've got everything right. Probably going to cut this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I will be bravely back. Okay. Sorry about this. I've got it. I was right. I just had it in the wrong place again. So you have this body tag. We can just go ahead and press space and put BG color, short for background color, black. Now we can't see the writing, so we're going to fix this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our H1 and we're just going to go before it and we're just going to do font color equals red. And there you go. Do slash font as well. Although I don't think you actually need to do that because it does close itself off. But anyway. So you can do font color. And you can also do style equals. And we can do italic black. Or bold, I think. Style bold. We may not need that. Bold. Italic. Okay. Okay, we'll just leave that. That's something that can do in the future. So here we go. So this is our website for now. This is what happens for now. We're going to adapt on this on the next episode. This is kind of just to introduce you to some of the things and have us get to be set up for the next episode. So, moving on. We're going to show you how to link your website up to a different type of coding language called CSS. Because you can't, although it is possible to make a website with HTML, it's going to be very, very hard. So you're actually going to learn two types of coding languages. So this is going to be the end of today's video, and the next episode that I release will be I'm going to be going over how you'll be able to link your document to a CSS document and then modify the document on this with CSS. Thank you for watching. My name's Ryan, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.